Hey there, it's John from Heroes and Legends, and we're going to do a Fate Reforged Cons of Tarkir draft on Magic Online. And this is the third one I'm doing for the channel. Starting to get a little more used to the format. Just waiting for one more to join the queue. And this is an 8-4 draft. So we'll either be playing for a little while or we'll be out quick. So let's see what the first pack holds for us. Alright, so immediately with Fate Reforged, we want to go ahead and look at our rare. And we start off with a pretty good rare. Dragon Claw is a strong card, 4-2 for 3, that alone is pretty good. And your ability to gain control of creatures for the turn is also very strong. So typically, you're going with your rare in a pack of Fate Reforged in most cases. Let's look and see what else is here. Let's see any crazy comments or uncommons. I do like Wild Slash. Absent King Guard is fine. The Crew Shock is good. It's a big creature for 5. Barter Scout's alright. I mean, I've drafted it before. You probably saw some of my other videos. Sometimes it does work. Sometimes it doesn't do as well for you. I mean, it's pickable, but I kind of want to try to do something different. So let's see what the next pack holds. I don't really like that too much. This guy's okay. Following up with green. However, this is probably where we want to be. Get a little ramp in there. And we don't have to go off green. When you're getting cards like Whisper of the Wilds, why go off green, right? So let's stay with green until we have to. Now, other cards in the pack, they're decent. I like Jeskai Sage quite a bit. Whiskaway's okay. Not my favorite removal. Sandblast is good. Sandblast is some premium removal. If it wasn't for Whispers, I'd probably take Sandblast. But I want to stay open. I mean, their Sandblast and Pressure Point makes me feel like a white card was taken out of this, and it was the rare, so it could have been almost anything, but it could have been Citadel Siege, maybe. So, you know, let's take the Whisper. Alright, so just glancing at green first, I mean, we have a Crew Shock there, which is fine. However, we can probably do better for our third pick. There's a Bathen Dragonfire, which I do like. It's removal. We got a Mythic here. For 2 black, exile all creature cards from target player's graveyard face down. Manifest those cards. It's good, but it's a little situational for a draft, I think. Especially to take third pick and not really being in black, and it's 2 black to cast. I mean, maybe we try to go green-red. Maybe we wheel the Highlands. Like I said, the Crew Shock's a fine pick too. I just feel like another one of those might come along. He might wheel. So let's just go with the Bathen Dragonfire and take the removal. What do we have here? A little situational. I mean, it's good. Card draw is good. Let's see what else is in the pack, though. I do like this for dealing with some of the dragons in the format. That actually might be the pick. This is okay, Formless Nurturing. I like Temur Battle Rage a lot, too, but I feel like one of those may come along late or might wheel. This is okay. It's just dependent on you having a creature in play and then your opponent really wanting to destroy that creature, and it costs 4. I kind of feel like this is what I want in this deck. It's just there's so many dragons that just come on the board and just take you out. So let's just take this as removal for those situations. Green continues to be open here, it looks like. I mean, this is a decent 3/4 creature for 5. I mean, not my favorite. For 5 mana, I'd like to get a little more out of it, but it can't be blocked by more than 1 creature, and creatures with +1 counters can't be blocked by more than 1. It's a decent ability. Let's see what else is here, though. I like the Ethereal Ambush. I don't know if I want to go into blue now, though. This guy is not bad. If you're playing some instants and sorceries, you can give him first strike. And we could speculate on that and take him because we already have a sorcery and an instance. Yeah, maybe we just speculate on him, try to cut red a little bit, and go with that. All right. Well, great white card. Oh, and great green card too. I think that's our pick there. Let's look at everything else real quick. I do like this guy, Captain. I mean, he's not amazing, but I do like him. Harsh Substance is good. We're not really in those colors at this point, and nothing's really pushing me to those colors. I think the dragon is just where we want to be in this pack. Channel Harm. So, Defiant Ogre, yuck. is definitely not really what we want. You know, do we want to push into another color? I don't know. I mean, black. There's a lot of black cards here. But I think I might just take the Swiftwater Cliffs and just keep ourselves open to perhaps some blue splash. I think there's nothing else in that pack that's amazing. Wow, now white is just looking more and more open. We could take a completely off-color land, or we could kind of go along with what the pack's telling us and maybe start taking some white and see if anything comes of it. Let's take that Sky Captain and just see what happens. I really don't like the rune marks. I just feel like it's too easy to get 2 for 1. They're cheaply costed, but I don't know. I don't really like the Shrieker either because he doesn't really help you build your board presence. And maybe I'll just take the green rune mark. Although, yeah, let's take the green. It's just safer. We don't know for sure we're going to be in white. Pretty safe bet we're going to be playing green. There's this guy again. Not my favorite. I hate that he puts you back on board presence, but there are combos you can use with him as well if you get the right creatures, so I think we're just going to take him. Interesting. It's a lot of white cards, but they're not especially great white cards. Don't think there's anything in here we don't want to play against. I'm just going to add that to the sideboard. Sieges are a thing, so got a monk. That can be a powerful effect. I'm just going to take Skirmisher, sideboard card. Break through the line. I'll put it on the sideboard. And Defiant Ogre for the sideboard. So where we are right now, we have a lot of 3-drops. I mean, that's good. We got some 4-drops. I don't really feel like I need much more in the higher part of the curve. We're going to keep our eyes open for some 2-drops, maybe some 4 or 5-drops. We skip right to 6 as we go into the next pack. And let's just see what colors are open. I mean, green felt pretty open. Red started off okay, but then felt like red got cut a little bit. So we'll see what happens this time. Polluted Delta, probably not going to help us. 2 colors that we really haven't touched. But now looking at red again, there's some good options here. There's Burn Away, there's Bring Low, there's Smite. A lot of removal in this pack. I kind of like Burn Away. It can deal with most issues and also clean out the graveyard for delve strategies and things of that nature. 3/3 Outlast guy that gives reach is not horrible. You don't want to first pick him probably. I feel okay first picking the Burn Away. I also got some good blue here too. with the 4/5 flyer of prowess, but I think Burnaway is gonna be the pick. I mean, not super excited about first picking a Burnaway, but it's not. It's a good card. This guy's solid. I like the Death Touch ability. The 6/5 green creature is also decent. A little pricey. Rather not pay 6 for him. But I would take him in a late pick and maybe play him. Like the Bonkin, but don't know if that's the direction we're going in right now. I think I'm going to take this safe, try to stay as green as possible since it still seems open. Got an Aerostorm in red. That's looking like probably where we're going. Icebound Ascendancy. Yeah, Aerostorm's just too good here. And if we can stay, like I said, if we can stay close to green-red in our deck, Aerostorm becomes much better. Well, not a lot of good green here, but red's been a little better to us. Tracker's a fine card. It's got morph. I like playing with a tracker. I mean, 3/3 trample is not amazing for the price you're paying, but I do like the fact that it does have morph. So I think that's where we're going. Got a nice combat trick in green, which I do like. Don't know if it would definitely make the cut. Swift Kick is removal. We don't have a lot of removal. We do have Burn Away, Aerostorm, and I thought we had one other thing here. Maybe not. Oh, Bathe Out Dragonfire, yeah. So, might not hurt to pick up the Swift Kick. This is a card I didn't like very much at first. The more I play, though, the more I do like it. Active Treason. Active Treason's good. I don't like it as much in this set, especially playing green-red. I like to have some sack effects when you take the creatures. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, Mandrels is a great card. Keeps us cutting green. I do like that quite a bit, so we'll take Mandrels. He has Delve, too. Get him out a little cheaper. Barrage of Boulders. We don't have one yet. There's nothing else great in this pack, so I think we just take one now. Don't really like this guy again. He's cheap, but he doesn't really develop your board. He's okay with a Delve strategy. I don't know if I need another tracker, though. Maybe I'll take him. For right now, I'll just put him on the sideboard. I know I kind of steered away from white, but I really don't. This guy actually is pretty good if I want to splash the blue. I do have the Swiftwater Cliff. But I don't know how much blue I want to splash just for that effect. I might just take the Smite right here. Take the creature. Don't know if he makes the cut or not, but... And things are getting pretty slim. Let's take this for the sideboard. I mean, I don't have a lot of color fixing. We don't really need a lot of color fixing. Take him for the sideboard. But if there was some green, red lands that came up, I would take them. Any green, white, or red, white, I would take to maybe open up these options like the Smite. That must not be a very good card. Got two of them. Alright. So, last pack. I like to pick up some more creatures and definitely some cheaper stuff. We have too much at the 6 slot. I mean, we can take something else at 5. if there are any good 2-drops, I mean, there's not a lot of great 2-drops in cons. There are more so in Fate Reforged, but oh, hello, Soren. Can we splash white and black for Soren? Well, let's see what else is in the pack. Incremental growth always gets stuck in my hand. It's good sometimes, but I don't think it's as good in cons. There's another Aerostorm, but I already have one Aerostorm, and I don't know if I like that situation. 2 red, but I don't know. This guy's a beating if we can figure out a way to get him out. I mean, we could just take him and speculate on trying to splash some dual lands and just really try to go land heavy. Like, that's the land we'd want with him, but it probably won't come back to us. Although you never know. You know, if that wheels, I'm going to take him. I mean, maybe the right pick here is Aerostorm, but I just feel like there's a chance we have to make him work. Dune Blast, great card. And here's the Caves. What else is in here? I do want to take the Caves, I think. Get some more Jeskai stuff. Doesn't really work in our deck though. Bring Low is good pick for us. We do want more creatures. I don't know if I want anything more at the 4-drop though. Of course, Bring Low is also a 4-drop. This guy's decent though. For 4. So maybe that's the pick here. Or do we want more removal? I think we need the creatures. Got another dual land. Nothing else really in this pack for us, I don't think. So we either go with this or this. I think I'm gonna try to take the white land. Another good white card. This gives us white, black, or red, so that would work in our plan. Prowler is also a great creature, but I think we need to pick up our mana fixing. We may have waited a little too long, and we're making up for it now. And now I think the point, if you don't have mana fixing, I could try to combo off Shatter and Ugin's Nexus, but I don't think that'd be very responsible of me. All things being equal, I think I'm just taking the creature here because we do need some more creatures. It's not my favorite creature, but I think that's where we're at. Don't really need the blue. So Valley Dasher again, not one of my favorites, but get in there. I need you. Another 6-drop, don't really need that. This guy's another big card, but we do have Morph. So, just maybe for his Morph ability, we take him. Yeah, and those lands have dried up, but we did pretty good there. I think we got enough fixing now. Wow. But Fire Expert. Get another Mardu. I don't think I want Scout the Borders, do I? Don't really have a lot of Delve. Doesn't let you pull a land though. There's a dig for land. Maybe I'll just take it. Take it for the sideboard. Shatter for the sideboard. So we probably don't have that many cuts to make. Soren may be a little greedy. But but he's such a beating. Um, mm, all right, so let's see what we're going to cut here. Interesting draft. um, move our land away for a second. I mean, gosh, I almost feel like maybe going with 18 land. I do like the fact that we kept our colors relatively conservative, though. So, as far as white drops or white lands, mana sources, we got 2. So we probably need to think about like things like Dragon's Bell, Monk. Probably not worth it. The higher the 4 drops, maybe. I almost wish those were 5 drops, and these guys cost a little less, and then I'd feel a little better about it. We got 15 creatures. We probably don't want to really cut any creatures, even though we got a couple stinkers. Anyone else up here that's better? I really don't want to play that guy. This guy kind of gums up the ground for us if we had a strategy for a long game, which we do with these big creatures. So, Barrage, Bathe. Get rid of the Rune Mark. Cut that pretty easily. Definitely don't want to lose any 2 drops. Something in the 4 drops slot. Don't really like Canyon Lurkers, but I really don't want to cut our creatures too badly here. So if I want to make 2 more cuts, I could cut the Smite and the Sky Captain, just keep it simple. Just keep the extra splashes for Sorin. Long run, that might be the best thing to do, even though they're decent cards, especially the Smite, but I do have a lot of other removal. So I think that's where we go. And then from a land point of view, give us 18 lands. There's 1 black source, here's 1 white source, here's another black and white source. So you got 2 sources of each of the other colors for Sorin. That seems like it should be good enough without really disrupting our true plan. Yeah, it's probably was a little greedy. Probably is a little greedy to be playing him, but I don't have anything really up here that's making me say I really want to play that instead. So Sorin can, if he happens to happen, he's just a beating, you know. I feel like maybe, pushing him isn't the right play. Just because, yeah, if he works out, awesome. Maybe he wins you a game, but you might not play long enough to get to that point. So we're not really sacrificing anything, though, because we are running the extra lands, and these lands all produce mana of colors that we do need. So I don't feel horrible about it. Quickly sort by color. Green's slightly stronger than red, but pretty close. And we have 2 red sources and a green source already. What do you think, Magic Online? No, I don't need any black. Don't need a white. I think that feels pretty good, actually. All right, well, let's go ahead and submit and see what happens.